Happy Tuesday. We have a lot to do today, a lot of upper body work, so we're gonna jump right into it. The first thing we're gonna get started with is some push press. Okay, strength portion, working the push press, you're gonna grab the bar about thumb distance from the knurling. You're gonna walk in until your throat touches the bar. Now, as opposed to the front squat where you have to get your elbows way up, this time they just need to peek in front of the bar slightly. You're gonna stand it up, take a step back. For the push press, you get to bend your knees one time. I want you to think somebody just knocked your knees out from under you, okay? So you get a controlled 2-inch dip and then aggressive drive to get that weight overhead. Bring it down, 2-inch dip, aggressive drive. Do your best when you do the dip to keep the chest up nice and tall. It might feel like you're leaning back slightly, but that's actually correct, okay? We don't wanna let the weight come forward because then when you press, the weight's gonna go in front of you. So 2-inch dip, aggressive drive, bring it back to the front rack, walk it back into the rack. Cool. After we finish our strength portion, we have a 2-piece conditioning and a finisher today. So lots to do. We gotta make sure we're on top of our game. For our conditioning, we're gonna be doing some skill work in the beginning. We're gonna do skill work under fatigue. So you're gonna do some biking, and then you get to choose which pulling movement you want to work on, okay? What do you need to work on? Are you working basic strength with some ring rows or some strict pull-ups? Are we working kipping pull-ups, chest to bar? Are we working bar muscle-ups, ring muscle-ups? It's up to you today. You choose your journey. When we're done with that, we're gonna get into another part of the conditioning that's gonna have some running and lots of pressing. We've got strict handstand push-ups as well as ring dips, okay? You can kip the ring dips and we'll take a look at that in just a second. Now for the strict handstand push-up, we wanna build strength. We want to be in the right position. So I always like to recommend the down dog handstand push-up. And if you do this properly, it should feel pretty difficult. So if you need to put a band around your waist, attached to the pull-up bar, that's always an option. You're gonna start in a down dog position, hide your ears with your shoulders. The closer your feet are to your hands, the harder this movement's gonna be. Okay, we always want to initiate with the shoulders. So we shift the shoulders forward, tuck the elbows in, point them straight back towards your knees, and then press to our starting position again, hiding our ears with our shoulders. So forward and back. If that feels manageable, you can pop your toes up on a bench or your knees. Practice some that way, so elevating the feet a little bit. And then if you're ready for the strict handstand push-up against the wall, I usually let people scale up to 1 ab mat. If you go 2, 3, or whatever, you're just doing this little raise the roof motion, and we wanna work on that full range of motion. So I would recommend doing either the down dog or the bench if you need more than 1 ab mat. But if you're ready for the handstand push-up, you're gonna kick up to the wall. We always start in a fully extended handstand position, and then it's the same thing. Shoulders forward, elbows in, kiss the ground with your head, and then press to hide your ears with your shoulders to finish the rep. After our strict handstand push-ups, we're gonna hop up on the rings for some ring dips. Now the notes say that you can kip these, so let's just take a look at a regular ring dip first. Starts at the top, elbows locked out, touch the biceps to the rings, lock out the elbows again to finish the rep. If you don't have that quite yet, you can always stand on a band to help you out. Now, kipping the ring dip is actually the trickiest kip of all, okay? Because we can't kick down. If we kick the air, it's not gonna do anything for us. So if you wanna kip your ring dip, when you're at the bottom in your dip position, you're gonna swing your heels back and then lift your knees up to get out of the bottom. So we go down, heels back, knees up, and that's gonna give you that little kip to get out of there, okay? You can always scale to the bench as needed. After we're done with conditioning, we have a little finisher. We've got some upright rows. We're gonna use our dumbbells. Okay, maybe not super heavy. This is the one I really wanna go over, the tape press. For the tape press, you're gonna lay on the bench. You're gonna have the dumbbells extended over your chest like you're about to do a bench press, but instead of bringing the elbows out, you're gonna bring them together to the center of your chest and then extend. So more tricep work today. Go light. All right, last one's gonna be a candlestick toe touch. I'm just gonna show you on the bench, but you can do this on the ground. Legs are up, you're reaching up, trying to touch your toes at the top.